Hello and welcome to Finance RM. In this session, we will be talking about consumer awareness. Firstly, understanding the types of consumers and understanding consumer awareness. Consumer awareness means having the ability and the knowledge and understanding to make well-informed purchasing decisions, recognizing deceptive business practices and asserting legal rights, as well as knowing yourself and how to wear and apply your power. The importance of consumer awareness includes the prevention of exploitation, market efficiency, consumer confidence, legal empowerment, economic development, as well as product, price, quality, legal, environmental, and digital awareness, with passive, active, and empowered awareness all applying into our lives with tools such as labels and packaging, official websites, consumer portals, and financial education. The types of consumers differ by motivation, knowledge, purchasing behavior, and awareness. Recognizing these categories helps to design better awareness strategies. The need-based customers will buy only necessities and focus on functions and not the brand. These might include groceries and medicine. There's impulse customer who buys emotionally or spontaneously and is often unaware of scams or false offers, and examples of them include the flash sales or social ads. Next is an informed customer who researches and compares before buying and buys mainly during holidays or sales, and researches and compares before buying and has a high awareness and decision control and reads reviews and compares models, as well as this being linked with the seasonal customers who buys mainly during the holidays or sales and seeks discounts but often falls for fake deals, and examples include the Black Friday sales. There are status customers who buy to reflect their image and are sensitive to branding and marketing and include designer clothing and luxury gadgets, as well as vulnerable customers who have limited access to information and need education and protection, and include examples of elderly buyers out there. And lastly, there are responsible customers who value their ethics, sustainability, and transparency, and check the origin, labor, and environment of a product. And examples would include buying eco-friendly or cruelty-free products. The spectrum is low awareness, which people who just don't read the terms and are influenced by ads. The medium awareness, which people make basic comparison but are limited knowledge of law. And the high awareness, which has fact-checking and legal literacy as well as sustainability consciousness. Awareness can be improved by cooling off periods and checking authentic offers using price trackers, as well as encouraging trusted family and friends verification and promoting advocacy. Consumer rights. Consumer rights to protect individuals from unfair, deceptive, or exploitative business practices. Most modern legal systems include structured protection acts or agencies that enforce these rights. There's the right to safety, which is the protection from hazardous goods and services, and let's say a faulty wire in an appliance. The right to information, which is clear, truthful labeling and advertisement, with no hidden ingredients or side effects. With the right to choose, which freedom to select among products such as no monopolistic practices. The right to be heard. The consumers can voice grievances, and examples include the access to complaint portals. There's the right to redressal, which is the right to compensation or correction, and is basically refund or replacement of a defective item. The right to consumer education, which is access to awareness programs, and examples include the government education campaigns. And lastly, the right to privacy, which controls over data and digital footprint, and includes examples such as consent from marketing, emails, or cookies. Protection systems and institutions in consumer rights include the consumer courts or commissions, which handle disputes and issue compensation orders, the ombudsman offices, which mediate between consumers and large institutions, regulatory agencies such as food safety, telecom, health, and banking authorities, as well as consumer NGOs, which provide fee advice, organize campaigns, and support victims. Online dispute platforms, which simplify complaint filing and status tracking. Legal Tools for customers include the proof of purchase, which keeping receipts, invoices, or order IDs, written complaints, as you should always use them, or digital records, chargebacks, which use bank disputes for fraud or non-delivery, and small claims procedures with simplified courts for low-value cases. Common complaint processes would include contacting the seller, escalating to the brand, contacting the payment provider, file a formal complaint, and finally, a legal redress. Consumer exploitation and deceptive practices. These usually are strategies used by sellers or service providers to mislead customers, inflate perceived value, or hide critical information. There is false advertising, which might give an example of guaranteed results, but it's actually misleads and exploitation. There's mislabeling, which might say that something is organic, which is actually in the health and trust risk. There's the bait and switch, which is promising one item and then substituting it for a cheaper version, which is a product mismatch. There's hidden charges, which might be undisclosed service or delivery fees, which is financial loss. Counterfeit goods, imitation of branded products, which is quality and safety risk. Data exploitation in selling user data without consent, which is a privacy invasion. Subscription traps, which is auto renewals after free trial and repeated unauthorized charges. And fake discounts, which is inflated original prices to create false deals, which is artificial urgency. Exploitation in online shopping includes things such as the fake websites, phishing emails, fake reviews, drop shipping scams, and too good to be true ads. The weighing fraud, which is manipulated scales or packaging. Product adulteration, mixing low quality products and ingredients. Guarantee loopholes, which is oral promises not backed in writing. And refusal of bill to avoid accountability or taxes. How to detect and avoid the exploitation is by checking the official website's domain authenticity and verified payment gateways, comparing prices across multiple sellers, reading both top and bottom reviews for balance, using 2 steps for digital transactions, avoiding clicking unsolicited links or pop-up ads, not sharing OTPs or passwords because legitimate companies will never ask, and reporting exploitation by keeping documentation, reporting to the platform, and sharing verified information publicly to warn others. Consumer empowerment and education. The methods include information accessibility, digital literacy training, legal education, and financial inclusion, with examples such as mobile apps for complaints, price comparison websites, barcode verification, and blockchain for transparency. Some schools integrate consumer education models, and local workshops teach prevention of fraud, with NGOs supporting rule awareness drives and media campaigns exposing scams and unethical advertising, enabling a collective action as consumers can expose unethical brands. Hashtag campaigns, which push authorities to respond. Influencers can educate about ethical buying habits when used responsibly, and building consumer confidence. And the future of consumer awareness is evolving as technology, globalization, and sustainability helps reshape the market. The digital transformation is AI driven and is across the border of e-commerce and data protection, as well as consent management. There's a sustainable and ethical consumptions, and as well as the global and cross-border protection with collaboration, development, and awareness. There's the AI data and privacy future, which smart devices collect personal data and consumers must know their data ownership rules, and governments introducing digital bill rights, and the rise of smart consumers, which are informed, cautious, ethical, and vocal. Thank you, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you liked the video, and don't forget to be smart, stay smart, and achieve your financial goals.